hello everyone, this is Mr. Rob running here again, and yes, quite a few people around the world have gotten early access to DNF Duel just through their local GameStop or whatever, and we've gotten quite a bit of footage of the game already. So since I personally don't have access to the game, unfortunately the game stores in Australia are responsible at releasing things on time, which sucks for me, but at least I get to watch what everyone else is doing. So first, I wanted to look at this video that shows all the buttons for all the characters, and I particularly wanted to look at the buttons for the new characters. We will get into cool Twitter combos, I promise I do have that coming up, and I'll leave a timestamp down below if you just want to skip to the cool stuff. But I want to go over the buttons for all the characters because I think that kind of stuff is fun. Alright, so first up we have Enchantress. Yeah, she's got a lot of poking projectiles, Destiny Puppet. Yeah, we don't need to read this text. We can look at the things that they're doing. So we've seen the Rose Vines. They can hit up to 3 times, depending on the spacing it seems. Then the down special. Firebomb, and we know the Firebomb can be held down to become like a ridiculous projectile. But she just does a little one there. Destiny Puppet is like a mini Faust that she can summon and it just goes across the screen. Grabs onto the opponent then explodes, so very easy combos off of that, and it's meterless. Just reminding you that these are the meterless specials. And she can also do the Firebomb in the air. I wonder if she can charge it while she's in the air, that would be interesting. So, and then with her meter burn stuff, her standing special is where she like goes into the puppet state where she uses Mad, and he has his own different special moves. But when she's not in puppet state, she has her own special moves. She uses a total of 6 meter burn specials. So she's got a DP, she's got this full screen Black Vine harvest thing where she steals meter from the opponent and goes full screen. And then this command grab, which turns the opponent into a puppet. When they're in puppet, they cannot guard, and they only get 1 basic attack as a puppet. I'm not sure exactly how long it lasts, but that is the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen in a fighting game. What the hell? A puppet character has a command grab. That full stop is weird. But the command grab makes it so you can't block, and you also don't get your own attacks. You are just a puppet. Like, what? That is so... Oh man, DNF Duel. You're a special breed. I love it though, I'm not complaining at all. So then, it's showing how she can go into Mad State if she just presses the meter special on its own. Has its own DP when it's in this version. So this person doesn't really know what they're doing, it seems. So you can do it in the air and on the ground. And there's some really cool combos you can do, by the way, by cancelling in and out of the puppet state. Hopefully they figure out what they're doing in a second. That's the Black Whip. You're not in puppet state, man. Okay, now we're puppet state. So that is the forwards, where it's just a basic attack for Mad. And then the backwards one is this massive, puts his hands up in the air and does this massive slash on the opponent, and it says it's a 2-hit attack where he ravages the opponent with his claw, has a low MP cost and short range, easy to use for repeat attacks. Oh, I thought because it said Mad the Guard it would block projectiles, which it might, we don't see, it seems like that's the kind of thing it would do. And then we saw the massive Fire Breath as well, which does a lot of damage for like a full screen Fire Breath. And she can probably combo that into the vines as well. So, yeah, wait, what was that? What's her awakening? Oh yeah, she just consumes less meter, which is good because she consumes a lot of meter with all of her puppetry stuff. And what's the activation for her ultimate? Okay, doesn't look like it's anything humongous. Yeah, just in front of her, she breaks some glass or something. Then we go into the animation, which we have already seen. Pretty cool. So I've only seen a few combos for Enchantress, but she's looking pretty damn interesting. She seems like most of her combo potential is coming from her cancelling in and out of Mad, like the puppet state, but I'm intrigued to see what combos she has, like when she has Mad already out and using him as a combo tool. So, now Launcher. Standing special, just launches a missile. Back special, launches a missile into the sky. Forwards, just launches a bigger one that has a bigger explosion. Back special is where she does this slide, which is punishable, but it also low profiles things. Long range moves, aims for the feet, yeah, catches people off guard, and it's a good combo finisher because it goes for a hard knockdown, which is awesome. And then she's got this laser from the sky. Come on, she's crazy. Standing special is the meter burn laser. DP, very cool and cinematic looking. Massive ass cannon, does a ton of damage. And then yeah, the back special, where it launches the things on the ground, so that's her main combo move because it launches them in the air, then they bounce off of the explosions on the ground. She can get lots of combos off of that. And then the massive air missile, which I don't know if you've seen the clips, but if someone blocks it, it basically instantly takes away half of their guard gauge. So if they block 2 of them, they're nearly automatically guard broken. She only has to do a few attacks afterwards, and it's an instant guard break. It's ridiculous. And it does good damage and can be comboed off of, so Launcher looking kind of crazy. What's Launcher's Awakening? Increases the amount of... oh yeah, so she just tips people out even more than she already did. And she already did. If you saw that like exposition with Kizzy K from Arxis, when Kizzy was playing Launcher, man, he was dealing some hella chip damage, even not in Awakened state. So I'm terrified to see what she's like in Awakened state. What's the activation? Oh yeah, she's got a short range activation for her Awakening ultimate, but it's an OTG, so if the opponent's knocked down in front of her, she can just do this at any time and it'll OTG, which is kind of crazy. So like after that thing that we saw where she does the slide and does the shots in a hard knockdown, she can just do this afterwards and it'll combo, which is kind of crazy. And we've seen the animation before, but I want to watch it again. Boom. Okay, then we have... oh, Swift Master. Now, this guy's got hella Twitter clips. So he's got the blast, got the like uppercut looking thing that puts him in the air as well. Then he's got these double projectiles that he can throw meterlessly, which go like more than half screen, double hitting. So crazy this game, I love it so much. And then the suck in. And then the blast in the air. And also the blast can be jump cancelled, we've seen. And when he holds it down, that's when he gets this massive full screen, wall splat, hard knockdown, meterless projectile. What is this? Oh my... and he can OTG off of it too. So like... goodness me. So... meter special. Standing one, yeah, he just does this big blast that launches the opponent in the air. Yes, he can combo off of it. DP. Yeah, this is the like the unique wind orb he places on the screen if the opponent ever gets airborne. It just sucks the opponent straight in on top of it, so it allows for like corner combos no matter where he is. And as you can see, when the wind orb is up, he has an 8-way dash. I don't know. Wait, where'd they show it? Yeah, so it restricts the opponent movement and gives him a dash where he can dash in any direction in like the 8 dimensions that your inputs allow you to. So it doesn't really allow for cross-ups, but a lot of the Twitter clips show some crazy mix where he can obviously easily switch sides, but also go for crazy high-low mix-ups at the end of his combos. And it also hits the opponent for some reason. So yeah, when the wind orb is up, orb, he can do the input again and do this massive multi-hitting tornado that does a lot of damage. And obviously because the wind orb is up, it sucks the opponent in, so it allows for lots of easy comboing. And then they kind of did both of them at the same time there, but We've seen Wind Twist in some of the gameplay we saw with Kizzy and in the trailer, but basically the first hit is what, if you just do the input once, it summons these 3 tornadoes that just circle around Swift's Master, kind of like Black Adam in Injustice 2, and they'll just hit the opponent if they get near him. And if he does the input again, he gets this, this massive, awesome looking thing. What's the Awakening? Oh yeah, just makes his speed even faster. And it's hella fast. Unfortunately, I don't really show it here. And his Awakening activation is pretty damn good. It's like, has a pretty decent size. It's not full screen or anything, like, that's what you can come to expect with some characters, but it's pretty damn huge. And it hits both sides of him, so if you accidentally switch sides, doesn't matter, still gonna hit. Then Troubleshooter, the last character we have in this video, because they hadn't unlocked the Hidden Warrior. Wait, Lost Warrior? Hidden Warrior? Something. So, Troubleshooter. Oops, we missed a bit. Or they cut it out. Okay, they accidentally cut it out. But basically, he's got a Rekka where you can do the 3 hits of this. I think the first one leads to a hard knockdown, and the second one, but the third one can lead to combos in the corner. And obviously, just does the most damage. DP looks awesome, pretty similar to Hitman's, which makes sense because they're a similar class. This is also kind of similar to Ranger, where he's got the rapid hits, and then he can do a third one that just does a nice, decent chunk of damage, and it's full screen. Oppression's where he does this OTG, hitting blast down and then throws the bombs down, which can be detonated by doing a 2P or a crouching A. Signature move, Oppression. Oh yeah, so they're talking about how the bomb laying works, and you can detonate them with crouching A. Which once again leads to some really crazy Oki mix-ups and pressure. Increases your attack upon guarded. And yeah, so it just makes him do some more damage and maybe changes the hit effect of some of the things. I haven't seen too much of it being used, but I know he does a lot more damage. And then the activation is just like a vertical beam in front of him, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And we'll watch it because it looks pretty damn cool. Okay, and moving on because we've got lots and lots to look at. Here we have training mode combos for the Lost Warrior, so we actually get to see his buttons and what he does. So, whoops. Crouching A, B, standing special, so across the side is just the standing special, and you can actually jump cancel it. Not only is it a safe side swap that's meterless, you can jump cancel it and combo off of it. God, DNF Duel is ridiculous. So a few buttons into an uppercut, then goes into the finisher, and then cancels the finisher into another thing, and as you can see the time stop runes are adding up, which we don't see too much in these beginning combos, but later on you can tell it becomes a big deal. This is the same combo. Light, medium, side swap, and then this thing that I thought would have been some weird setup or something, nah, it's just an attack that he can do. Once again, a meterless attack that just hits the opponent with this orb, goes into this cool cinematic, and it is a hard knockdown that he can just go into further things meterlessly, or I guess in this time he didn't go meterlessly, but just gets an OTG to extend combos. Like, whoa, God. I think this is the same combo again. Okay. medium, side swap, and this is what's scaring me about this orb thing. So last time we saw it, they were much closer together when this orb hit. So what scares me is, does this orb just track the opponent and just hit them no matter where they are? Because I know in the description of the character when they showed his moveset, they said he ignores distance, and I quote. Which is, you know, a very DNF Duel thing to say, but does that mean this orb can just hit the opponent no matter where they are? Because that might be a little bit too far, even for this game. So I don't know if this is something that only completely tracks the opponent when you're in a combo, and it doesn't seem like it has slow activation or anything. If we go back here, look, he's starting it up now. Like, that's only like 10, 12 frames of startup or something, so it's not reactable or anything, so I don't know what the deal is going to be with this meterless combo starting hard knockdown that seems like it can hit the opponent anywhere, but surely there's a catch somewhere. Is this the combo we just saw again? I think so. Oh, this is a cool new one. So uppercut into the combo finisher, but it's not just a combo finisher, because when it's this high, he can just straight up combo off of it into all this extra stuff. As you can see, this combo put three time stop runes on the opponent, so we're getting closer to hitting the 5. Don't worry, we will. This is the same combo again. Let's watch it again, because it's pretty cool. Dash cancel into the aerial finisher. Nice. Now we're getting a bit longer here. Now that was cool. After the jump cancel, kind of like Vanguard, he can delay the jump in after the jump cancel, just to get a re-grounded attack afterwards. Gets the ender, runs up, do some more grounded attacks, teleport on top of them. And here we go. 5 runes in one combo. It's already done a hell of a lot of damage, but now the opponent is in time stop. So let's re-watch this combo to see exactly what he was doing. So just meatless things, jumps, does the combo ender, and then extends off of it, does the teleport, does the launcher into the aerial finisher, and then just hits a few times while they're frozen, kind of like Garrus in MK11. Does the finisher, but now the finisher launches because of the ending of the time stop, then the button into ultimate. Jeez. This character, we knew every character was going to be flashy, but this flashy. That's like way flashier than anything we would get in Strive. I'm sorry, Strive, but combos are a little lacking. Okay, that's the same combo again. Now combo 8. Let's see. On the opposite side of the screen now. That's 1 rune, that's... Oh wait, that's 4 runes! Oh, did we already start with someone? Oh, okay, okay. I was about to say, having... was a little quick. 2 launches, already got 4 runes, so the next thing, well, yep, freeze the opponent. Do a bunch of attacks on them, they're gonna get launched out soon. God, the freeze lasts for ages! And just special into ultimate. Now what I was wondering, is he gonna be able to do double time freeze combos? Because if the opponent, well in this combo they started with 4, right? So he only needed to do 1 thing in order to freeze the opponent, or only started with 2. And only had to do a few things to get into the time freeze. If you started a combo when they already had 4 runes on them, you'd only have to do 1 special into the time freeze, and then you only need to land the 5 more afterwards, and you surely have enough meter for that, unlike in this scenario when they'd kind of ran out of meter. Surely in that situation you'd have enough meter, you could get double time freeze combos. I don't even want to know how much damage that would do. It's scaring me at this point. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh my goodness. So that's Lost Warrior. Pretty damn crazy. Now, of course it's time for some Twitter clips. So we're gonna start off with School Bus, who got a copy of it early. Man, you can smell the jealousy coming off of me right now. God damn it, Australia, why are you so on top of things? Or like, who in New York is releasing this early? How dare you? I will fly over right now and grab a copy. It'll be faster than waiting the 5 days for the release date. Oh my goodness. So, yeah. Launches 2A is ridiculous, but we had already seen that. Okay, first Swift Master combo of many to come. So, simple Gatling, jump cancel again. Does the follow-up that you can do only while the orb is out, which bounces the opponent for ages. And then, as you can see at the end, goes for the 8-way dash mix-ups. So sucks the opponent in, jump cancel, and then jumps again as the opponent recovers. And then, in this situation, he can either do a dash that leaves him in the air, or this downwards diagonal dash, where the opponent has to block a low after they recovered. Then he's kind of getting terrified by puppet character with command grab. No, then he realizes that the command grab isn't just a command grab. It makes the opponent not able to block, not have their attacks, and she has a meter train attack, which is kind of crazy. Here's another Swift Master combo. In the corner, bunch of pressure going into a sweep or an overhead, which is basically unreactable mix. People saying this game doesn't have any mix. Swift Master's kind of the king of overhead lows, it seems. Okay, Troubleshooter. Throwing the grenade, comboing off of it meterlessly, doing the Wrecker, 3 hits, comboing off of that, then getting the hard knockdown off of the first hit, and then exploding it with the 2A before the opponent even recovers, so that he gets super meaty explosion. So if the opponent had blocked that, he would have been plus as hell. And if they got hit by it, well, as you can see, they get launched so high into the sky that he's able to get his drink buff off. You couldn't even see it because they were so high. So he just drank, so now he does more damage. And honestly, if he ended in this combo in a super, they probably would have died, but no, he just goes for more crazy pressure. Okay, an Enchantress combo this time. So here you can see the cancelling in and out of puppet state. So we could see there that she got about 3 jumping attacks in a row, and thanks to cancelling the recovery with the puppet cancels. So she cancels the DP with the puppet state, and then jumps in the air, oh not the DP, but like the uppercut, and then does a jumping attack, cancels, does another jumping attack, cancels, I think that was another jumping attack, and then does that again, and then gets mad to do a big strike, and then boom. Probably not optimal Enchantress stuff, but it's cool seeing how her combo potential is going to come into play. More Troubleshooter now. Getting a drink off just in the middle of the combo using a conversion. So just adding some hella damage. He's barely spent any meter at this point and has already done this much damage. Oh my goodness. And then into an ultimate. Have a good time. Goodness me. More Troubleshooter stuff. Oh, this is just showing how Troubleshooter kind of has some weirdly easy damage if he just keeps doing his aerial special. Oh god. Yeah, he is in drink state, which makes this like a little unrealistic, as he said in the comments, but I don't know how unrealistic this is. Just because he gets slightly more damage thanks to having the drink state directly beforehand doesn't mean this isn't ridiculous. Like, while you stop piling off on the joke post, yeah, this isn't something that can happen in a real game. It revises the buff to kill, and you won't be buffing immediately and getting a slow overhead afterwards. But like, even if you get the buff like a second, or like a few seconds beforehand, you're still gonna have the buff, and it's still gonna do a ridiculous amount of damage. Maybe not this ridiculous, but any hit that you get to go into this special move is just gonna be crazy. Oh god. Well, this is just the same thing, but without the... Yeah, so this is a lot of damage, and it wasn't even... He didn't even use that much meter. And this is without the drink buff. Oh, goodness me. And this is it without the drink buff, I think. But he did have the buff of Awakening State, so I don't know how that'll affect things. Combo from 2A. OTG with the aerial jump special. And then Grenade Oki. I don't know if all that damage was worth spending all of his meter. I guess he gets it back pretty damn quickly, so can't be that. It's not that expensive. Oh yeah, so he said take the throw just before, but now he's like, actually I take it back, because if troubleshooter makes you get hit by the throw, you actually get hit by the bombs as well, so it takes extra damage and removes your white life, which is something that was weak about throws, is that they give you white life and are a soft knockdown, but now, nope, does a lot of damage and doesn't give you white life. Some more set play? Oh yeah. So hard knockdown. Oh. Okay, yeah, hard knockdown with, what do they call it? Overkill? Puts the bombs out, and then does an empty jump in low, which obviously explodes the mines, and then gets to go for a full combo afterwards. And we already saw huge combos that he can do off of a crouching A. Obviously, they scale quite a bit. And as you can see there, if he just does the jump in a little bit earlier, then it becomes an overhead. So not only Swift Master, but Troubleshooter has pretty powerful overhead low mix in the corner. And not only is it just overhead low mix, it's overhead low, very advantageous Oki. La da 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 do 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 do. Okay, more Swift Master. Oh yeah, so putting out this massive tornado, apparently it blocks more projectiles. So against characters like Ranger, when he just does the single shot, maybe like the crouching medium or something that sweeps you or like knocks you down and stuff, this will just completely block a single projectile, which is super handy. And it allows him to get this full screen hit confirm. Which he does, it's not even a hit confirm, it's just a combo, because if the opponent gets hit, you just happen to go into this combo, which does a lot of damage. And looks bloody awesome, oh my god. Man, watching these makes me so happy, but it also just keeps filling me with salt that I can't do this right now. I want to do these combos so badly. And then showing some safe jump Oki. That's like overhead low off of the reset, I believe. Yeah. So there was an overhead in this one and a low in that one. And they're basically the same, and they're both very advantageous. So more advantageous overhead low. And this is just big damage. Keep in mind, Inquisitor does have the lowest health in the game. It's been confirmed. God. These combos look so fun. And then into Awakening. Lovely. How much damage is this? Oh! Yeah, she has low life, but that's a lot. And yeah. So Crusader has the most health. Then Grappler, Troubleshooter having the next. That kind of makes sense. And then these guys are about the average. Ranger and Berserk, pretty average as well. And Inquisitor, Enchantress, and Swiftmaster have the lowest life, which kind of makes sense. They're like the little character. Like, okay, Inquisitor is one that doesn't really make sense to me. I feel like that's more of a case of Oxys games just giving female characters the lowest life in the game. For some reason, I feel like Inquisitor, if they try to make it based on like the design of the character, it makes sense that Enchantress and Swiftmaster would have the low life. But Inquisitor, come on, she's like a holy knight. She's wearing armor and stuff. I don't think it makes sense for her to be that, like, glass cannony, right? She can take some hits. Like, surely more hits than, like, Kunoichi and Launcher. And even, like, Berserker. Come on, he's naked. Or, like, Ranger. Come on, he's not a big bad boy. Surely Inquisitor can have more life than him. Okay, and then we have Bilal, Sylvia Sama on Twitter, who also got a copy early. I'm not salty, I promise. And they actually showed some Kunoichi stuff, which I wasn't going to show, but it's actually pretty cool. So comboing with the Toad, using the fire explosion to completely carry to the corner, and sets up another fire rune on the opponent for when they wake up. So, oh, and yeah, also a safe jump. Oh my goodness. Next, this is just a bombo. Oof, comboing into the tornado is so cool. So many fire breaths in one combo. Oh my god. Oh god. And then a fire breath to start the awakening as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't really care about the damage. So air-to-air combos. Yeah, she's got pretty juicy air-to-air combos. I even saw quite a few of them in the beta, but oh! Oh, and then the fire explosion. Oh my god, into awakening. That is so nice. Oh yeah, this was Bilal's video we just saw before. Still really crazy what Swiftmaster can do. So much movement, so much neutral control, and so much easy combo ability off of any type of neutral control he does. And so many hard knockdowns. Yeah, and we saw this high-low from Swiftmaster. A corner combo. It's crazy how many times he can just loop that, thanks to the jump cancel. Gets a hard knockdown, then goes into this ridiculous thing, which can extend combos, and then goes into another hard knockdown, which then can go into the ultimate. Oh, combo potential in this game is so juicy. Side switch, big bombo. Okay. I mean, yeah, it doesn't seem like it would be too hard for Swiftmaster to side switch, especially since he can, yeah, 8-way dash and the 8-way dash hits, so he can just pop that into a combo whenever he wants. Hard knockdown, OTG, another hard knockdown, OTG. Hard knockdown into an ultimate. Whoa. Biggest damage? Oh yeah, I think we saw this before. Yeah, it's on Inquisitor. Is this combo we saw before? Let's see how much damage it does. Yeah, that's the combo we saw before. So, it's on Inquisitor, so against someone like Crusader with the maximum health in the game, it'll probably be like around here. Because the health differences aren't as drastic as they are in Strive. It's only, like what, 200 difference? 200, 250 max, I think? I don't actually remember. Did they go down to 850? Oh yeah, and Kunoichi showing the crazy overhead low mix. I feel feeling like almost everyone's gonna have overhead low mix at this point, right? Just cancels. So she doesn't even need conversion for this, like some characters. People are like, oh, Hitman has this really cool instant overhead conversion tech. Kunoichi can just be like, nah, I'll just hit you with the jab and go into a special, and you're gonna die. Get an awesome combo with a fire explosion into the toad, into another fire explosion for extra conversions, and then gets crazy Oki thanks to teleporting in onto the opponent, attacking them while with an overhead, and then the fire pops. Whew. Okay. I think that is. I wish we would have seen a little bit more of Enchantress, but she seems like a little bit too complex for people to be doing day -5 crazy stuff with. But man, these Swiftmaster combos and these troubleshooter bombos are so cool. I'm gonna compose myself so I don't start crying that I don't have access to this game. At least I get to see what other people are doing, so I'll be thankful for that. Thanks for watching this game. Let me know if you have access to the game down below. Just make me a little bit more jealous while you're at it. And I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, make sure you're checking out all these people that are featured in this video on Twitter, because they're going to be posting a lot of stuff in the next 5 days, I presume. So make sure you check them out. Long live DNF Duel. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you very soon, I'm sure.